They say that necessity is the mother of invention, and throughout history, there have been quite a few inventions that were born out of sheer necessity. But what if some of the most significant innovations in human history weren't born out of need, but rather opportunity? That's right. Some people saw an opportunity to make a difference in the world, and they took it with both hands. These are some of the 10 people who changed the world forever. Number 1. Cellboy. The story of John Napier and his invention of logarithms. It all started when the Scottish mathematician was trying to figure out a way to simplify complex multiplication calculations. Back in the day, doing math was a tedious process, and everyone was looking for a shortcut. Napier came up with something called a slide rule, which was basically a fancy calculator that used sliding pieces to move around digits and make calculations easier. This invention became so popular that it stayed in use for centuries, even after more advanced calculators like the abacus and the electronic calculator were invented. But Napier didn't stop there. He went on to invent something even more groundbreaking: logarithms. Logarithms are a type of calculation that makes it much easier to do math, especially multiplication and division. And Napier's invention of logarithms made it possible for scientists and engineers to do their jobs more efficiently. So if you're ever struggling to do your math homework, just remember that without Napier and his nifty little brain, you might be in a lot more trouble than you already are. Number 2, Johannes Gutenberg and the printing press. When Johannes Gutenberg invented the printing press, he had no idea that he was about to change the world forever. Okay, maybe he did. In 1440, Gutenberg, a German blacksmith, created the first practical printing press in Europe. Before Gutenberg's invention, books were painstakingly copied by hand, making them expensive and rare. But with the printing press, books could be produced quickly and cheaply, which led to a surge in literacy and the spread of knowledge across Europe. His invention also played a crucial role in the Protestant Reformation, the Renaissance, and the Age of Exploration, making it one of the most important inventions in human history. So the next time you pick up a book, take a moment to thank Gutenberg for making it possible. Number 3. Peter Harrison and the mechanical clock. When Peter Harrison invented the first accurate mechanical clock in the early 18th century, he had no idea that he was about to change the world forever. Harrison, an English clockmaker, created the H1 timepiece, which was the first accurate mechanical clock that could keep time for long periods without needing to be wound up or adjusted. This invention led to the widespread adoption of mechanical clocks throughout Europe and eventually the rest of the world. Before Harrison's invention, people relied on sundials and other less accurate methods to tell the time. So if you're ever running late for something, just blame it on Peter Harrison. Number 4. Cook and Wheatstone and the Telegraph. When Samuel Morse sent the first telegraph message from Washington to Baltimore in 1844, he changed the world forever. Morse and his assistant Alfred Vail developed a system of communication that allowed messages to be transmitted instantly over long distances using electric signals. This invention led to the creation of the first national and international telegraph networks, which revolutionized the way people communicated. Before the telegraph, communication between distant locations could take days or even weeks. But with the telegraph, messages could be sent and received in a matter of minutes. This invention had a huge impact on the world, from the way news was delivered to the way businesses operated to the way wars were fought. Number 5. Alexander Graham Bell and the telephone. When Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone in 1876, he literally changed the world by connecting it. Bell, a Scottish-born scientist, created a device that allowed people to talk to each other over long distances through electrical wires. This invention led to the creation of the first telephone network, which allowed people to communicate with each other instantly, no matter where they were in the world. Before the telephone, people had to rely on slower and less reliable forms of communication, such as sending a letter or telegram. So the next time you pick up the phone to call your bestie, take a moment to thank Bell for making it possible. Number 6. Reginald Fessenden and the radio. When Reginald Fessenden invented the radio in 1906, he changed the world forever. Fessenden, a Canadian engineer, created a device that allowed people to receive broadcasts of music, news, and other information wirelessly. This invention led to the creation of the first commercial radio stations, which allowed people to tune into a variety of programs from around the world. Before the radio, people had to rely on newspapers and other print media for their news and information. But with the radio, people could get real-time updates on current events from the comfort of their own homes. The radio also allowed people to listen to music and other forms of entertainment, which made it a popular addition to many households. Number 7. Philo Farnsworth and the television. When Philo Farnsworth invented the television in 1927, he changed the world forever. Farnsworth, an American inventor, created a device that allowed people to see moving images and hear sound over the airwaves. This invention led to the creation of the first television networks, which allowed people to watch shows, news, and other programs from around the world in their own homes. Before the television, people's main form of entertainment was radio. But with the TV, people could see what was going on, making it a much more immersive experience. The television also allowed people to learn about current events as they happened, making it a powerful tool for news and information. Number 8. Steve Jobs and the personal computer. When Steve Jobs unveiled the first Macintosh computer in 1984, he changed the world forever. Jobs, co-founder of Apple Computer Inc., created a device that allowed people to interact with computers using a graphical user interface, making them much easier to use. This invention led to the creation of the first personal computers, which were affordable enough for people to buy for use in their homes and offices. Before the personal computer, computers were large, expensive machines that were only used in businesses and government agencies. So the next time you log onto your computer, take a moment to thank Jobs for making it possible. Number 9. Tim Berners-Lee and the Internet. When Tim Berners-Lee invented the Internet in 1989, he changed the world forever. Berners-Lee, a British scientist, created a global network of computers that allowed people to share information and communicate with each other. This invention led to the creation of websites, social media platforms, and other online services, which have become an integral part of our daily lives. Before the internet, people had to rely on things like libraries and newspapers for information. But with the internet, people can find out about anything they want instantly from the comfort of their own homes. The internet has also made it easier than ever to communicate with people around the world, whether through email, social media, or video chat. Number 10. Martin Cooper and the cell phone. When Martin Cooper, an engineer at Motorola, invented the first handheld cellular phone in 1973, he changed the world forever. Cooper and his team created a device that allowed people to make and receive phone calls from anywhere within range of a cell tower. This invention led to the creation of the first commercial mobile phone network, which allowed people to stay connected even when they were away from their homes or offices. Before the cell phone, people had to rely on landlines to make calls. But with the cell phone, people can call from anywhere, anytime. This has led to an increase in mobility and flexibility in our personal and professional lives. Cell phones have also made it easier than ever to communicate with people around the world, whether through calls, text messages, or even video chat. 11. Steve Jobs and the smartphone. When Steve Jobs unveiled the first iPhone in 2007, he changed the world forever. Jobs, co-founder of Apple Computer Inc., created a device that combined the functions of a mobile phone, a portable computer, and an entertainment system into one sleek package. This invention led to the creation of the first generation of smartphones, which have become an integral part of our daily lives. Before the smartphone, people had to carry around separate devices for things like mobile phones, MP3 players, and digital cameras. But with the smartphone, we have everything we need in the palm of our hand. This has led to an increase in mobility and flexibility in our personal and professional lives. Smartphones have also made it easier than ever to communicate with people around the world, whether through calls, text messages, social media, or video chat. Number 12. Demis Hassabis and artificial intelligence. When Demis Hassabis and his team at DeepMind created AlphaGo, a computer program that defeated a human champion at the complex board game Go. In 2016, they changed the world forever. This achievement marked a significant leap forward in the field of artificial intelligence, demonstrating the potential for machines to master tasks that require human-like intelligence and intuition. Since then, AI has become a hot topic in the tech world, with experts predicting that it will revolutionize everything from the way we work to the way we interact with technology. However, not everyone is excited about the rise of AI, with some experts warning that it could pose a threat to humanity. Only time will tell what the future holds for AI and its impact on our world. Number 13. John Preskill and quantum computing. When John Preskill, a theoretical physicist at Caltech, coined the term quantum computing in 1994, he opened up a whole new world of possibilities. This revolutionary technology harnesses the power of quantum mechanics to perform complex calculations and simulations that would take traditional computers thousands of years to complete. One of the most exciting potential applications of quantum computing is in the field of medicine, where researchers are using it to develop new drugs and therapies for diseases, like cancer and Alzheimer's. Another area where quantum computing is making waves is in the field of materials science, where it's being used to develop new materials with specific properties like strength and conductivity. But as with any powerful technology, there are also concerns about the potential dangers of quantum computing. Some experts warn that it could be used to develop new weapons, or that it could be used to hack into secure systems. Only time will tell how this technology will shape our world. Number 14. Craig Venter and biotechnology. When Craig Venter and his team at Celera Genomics successfully sequenced the first human genome in 2001, they opened up a whole new world of possibilities in the field of biotechnology. This achievement marked a significant leap forward in our understanding of genetics and the potential to use this knowledge to improve human health. One of the most promising areas of biotechnology is in the field of gene editing, where scientists are using tools like CRISPR-Cas9 to modify DNA sequences and correct genetic defects. This has the potential to cure genetic diseases like cystic fibrosis and sickle cell anemia, and could even be used to enhance human capabilities. But as with any powerful technology, there are also concerns about the potential dangers of biotechnology. Some experts warn that gene editing could create new diseases, or that it could be used to create genetically modified humans with undesirable traits. Number 15. Brian Johnson and our future. As we look to the future, it's clear that technology will continue to play a major role in our world. From advances in artificial intelligence to biotechnology, the possibilities are truly endless. However, it's important that we approach these new technologies with caution and ensure that they're used responsibly and ethically. We have the opportunity to shape the world for the better or worse, and it's up to us to decide which path we want to take. Will you help us create a future that benefits all of humanity? Or will you let fear and ignorance hold us back? The choice is yours. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos.